Hey guys, it's Stephanie, and today I'm going to show you how to feed your starter. So what I usually do is feed my starter at noon because of the process of how long it takes for the starter to be active and ready to start making the bread. So noon is a great time, between noon and 1 o'clock, just depending on how late you want to be up that evening. So what I like to do is always measure using a scale and make sure that you have a scale that measures in grams. In the past, I have used just regular American measurements using cups, and my sourdough did not turn out. So I found the best way to measure out your flour and your water is by using a scale. It will make sure that you have the best sourdough possible. So you have your scale, and then you're going to want to measure how much this is before you ever have any starter in it. So when you get your first glass bottle, you're going to want to measure on here in grams how heavy the actual glass is. So I already know this is 468. So that when I put this on here, I take the full measurement minus the 468, and then I know how much exactly of the starter that I have in here. So I know that I have 215 grams of starter in here. So once you know that you have 215, you're going to tare it and reset it to 0. And then you're going to add in 215 grams of flour and 215 grams of water. Now I like to use rye flour. I use organic, unbleached rye flour. I only have a little bit left, so I'm going to use some of this, and I'm also going to use the organic, unbleached flour today as well. So I like rye flour because it gives the sourdough a nice sour flavor. I really like how it feeds the culture just a little bit differently than flour would. Okay, so we need 215 grams of flour. That's a little more than we need. Okay, that's 215. So once we have the flour in here, then we're gonna tare again so that it's at 0 grams. And then we're gonna measure in 215 grams of water. Okay, so we have 215 grams of water. So we can put this aside, and then we'll get something to stir it with. And you can use a something made specifically for your dough to stir it. I just think it really helps to get rid of the clumps. The other day I did not use this and I found some clumps, so I'm going back to using this. Then you just want to make sure that everything is evenly distributed. Okay, so we'll kind of clean this off. Okay, so then here we have our starter, and you'll see in a couple of hours it will start doubling in size, and this is actually quite a bit, so this usually bubbles over. And I can usually get about 3, maybe even 4 loaves of bread out of this. So we're gonna leave this and we're gonna set it aside uncovered on the countertop. And then it should be ready between, I would say, it'll be ready between 6 and 7 o'clock. What we're looking for is really bubbly, active culture, and it's doubled in size. So thanks so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time.